One of the more difficult things, being an actor, when you go down, you audition, it's, first off, it's entirely on you to make the biggest impression on the casting directors. There's so many stages of this. There's so many stages of getting to the point where you actually get booked. It's not easy. There's no easy to this. For me, it began maybe 3-4 years ago, and you start off and you get sprinkled. You get sprinkled opportunities. And a lot of times it's just building rapport over time that you begin to get more and more, and people start to notice your face a bit more in casting, and the agencies start to see you more. But it takes getting those sprinkles and making an impression. Now, one of the few tips that I want to sort of express is every second counts. And you're gonna, like, this is not some motivational speech. I don't want to give like a, here is some long-winded speech about it. But I go in purposefully to make sure that every second that I get in there, in a casting office, when I have the first audition to the callback, it's gotta be, in my opinion, when you see whoever's in there, whether it's the casting director or it's a client or the agency, that everything you do has purpose. You have to. The minute I walk through the door, they're gonna ask you, hey, what's your name? For me, are you willing to shave? All these simple things. And the easiest way to say it is you have to be so expressive, at least from my vantage point, to differentiate yourself from about, I don't know, there could be hundreds of people auditioning. So what is it? Well, hey, I light up a little bit. I give little flashes of energy and just cadence when I speak. Hey, my name is Neil Stino. I'm happy to shave if you need me to. It's a little cold out, so the face sweater's still on. Subtle. Again, don't try and go over the top with what you're trying to say, because all you're telling them is, hey, I'm happy to shave. But again, you've got that window, that small window. So I think little details of showing a little personality, a little life charisma goes a long way. Really does. The next is just, I can't stress this enough. So it's one, showcase your energy and personality when you get going. Number two is, I think one of the key factors that helped me was doing improv. I mean, improvisation is making things up on the spot. You have the ability to sort of create an environment without an environment, right? Like you're on a stage. For me, if you go up on a stage and someone says, well, let's see you sew. So again, you can pull out a needle, grab over here. You get, you get your yarn and you put the yarn through and you're pulling. So anytime that you can really get very finite with the details and be expressive in your scene, that goes unnoticed. I mean, or it doesn't go unnoticed. They're gonna see that. One of my best auditions was for KOHLER. I was there and I had to make up a scene where I was washing a dog. You gotta imagine, they're seeing so many people do the same thing over and over and over. So I start the scene off where I'm like, you know what? I'm no different. If I just wash this dog, that's what they're gonna get. But for me, it's, let's add a little spice to this. Let's give it a dose of the old funny bone. And so I did. I ended up wrestling the dog in the tub. Then I threatened to take away treats. So I was grappling the dog in the tub. I remember it here. I'll do it. Remember, I got down and, here's the dog here. So I got my soap and I quickly put the soap up. I'm washing. Good boy, huh? You don't like getting washed? Not now. You're in the tub. This is my time. So I started to wash the dog, and I'm taking it and I'm picking him up and I'm just getting up and around the head. And all of a sudden I wrestled it. Get out of here, so I started going crazy because I was wrestling the dog. By the end of it, I was winded and they were laughing. And you know what? Again, the small details of doing something just a little bit electric something just a little bit electric that they can go, you know what? That guy had something. I want him in front of the screen. Because you'll bring some extra added thunder. You see what I'm saying? Improvisation. Being aware of your environment when you're there. Being connected with that person that you're either with or without. And again, I always say, when I first walk in, the person at the front desk to the first casting director, bam. And then, of course, the clients if you get a call back. It's about the energy that you can bring to the simple things. And from there, it's up to you and how you crush it. Because I've had a lot of bad auditions. Don't get me wrong. Failure. I can take it. You got to just roll with the punches. That's that. Tip of the day.